Hey guys, it's Christy and Jen. We're together.
I know, I'm so excited. It's nice to see y'all again.
Well, we kind of just were talking and we were thinking about how it would be nice to make some videos together. So I'm over at her place. I got off work. I came over here and yeah, I just wanted to, my whole thing is I just feel like the lessons that we've learned since we've been doing our sessions, since Jennifer has been doing the quantum healing hypnosis with me, and especially since I've been being a surrogate, the lessons are so profound, but they're also extremely simple. And I was just really thinking about today, I was thinking about, in the beginning, we had no idea what we were doing. And they were like, that's okay, we'll teach you. But it was so fascinating because we were reaching for, this spiritual enlightenment. We were reaching for this better form of knowledge and this better form of connecting with our spiritual side. And so we were getting these messages. Whenever I would be put under, they would come through and they would say these things that were so, it was like, go outside and put your feet in the grass. Like, go outside and stand in the dirt and get connected to the earth. And I remember journaling being a good one. But then they would say things like, and that I'd never expected was all about self-care. So it was like, whatever makes you happy, whatever gets you in that feeling of feeling really happy. If it's, binging your favorite movie, if it's reading a book, if it's crocheting or cooking or spending time with children or taking a long walk in the forest or playing with your dog, it doesn't matter. Whatever it was, customize it to whatever it is that makes you feel super calm. Like, that's so important. And I never realized that. I never knew that that was so important. And I think it's because it gets you in a headspace of receiving. But do you want to say anything about that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's because when you're more at peace, that's when you're more open to receive the answers you've asked. Because, you have these worries and you want this help or you want to receive an answer, but we're always in this constant mindset of being worried and stressed about something. But when we're in peace and we're doing something we love, or we're experiencing love, or just viewing love, then that's when we receive all the answers of all the stuff that we did need whenever we was stressed during that. So it's like that was one of the things, just seek joy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
And it's like the way that they were telling us, the spirit guides that we were communicating with. So when we started doing this, we were reliving some past life memories. So that was a part of it. But then in the other flip side of that, we were connecting with spirit guides. And so when they were telling us, it was basically the beginning stages of opening ourselves up. And so for me, it was like, it was really powerful when I would when I would realize surrendering to a higher power. So you can call that God, you can call that your spirit guides, you can call that your inner guide, you can call that angels, you can call it whatever you want. It's the same concept. But surrendering to a higher power and learning to depend on that, because when you hear those words, you may think, oh, that sounds really novel, but that's not, but then when you do it and you realize the evidence of it and you instantly feel, you'll get synchronicities that point you in a certain direction. You'll get inner knowing that is just so calming and so powerful. And the manifestation comes so much more rapidly when you're depending on a higher power, and when you're surrendering your will to the will of a higher power, you'll notice just like everything starts falling into place. And it's just, don't ever doubt something that sounds simple or sounds like it's just words, because if you're getting this knowledge from a higher source and then you put it into practice and you actually start doing it, and then you see the evidence and you kind of just become addicted to it. Like Jennifer likes to use the analogy, it's like a game. Like, how far can I get in this game? And that's really a cool way to look at it, because you're given these tools. Don't sleep on that. Use the tools. Put those into practice.
Yeah, and you get these little treasures in between, like you was talking. You get these little blissful moments, and it's like little miracles, and you're like, oh, they really do exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just keep coming and coming, and then you give good, and then whoever's around you receives good, and then whoever they see receives good, and it's just like this constant flow of good.
So if I was talking to somebody and they were wanting to know how to start their spiritual practice, just based on what I've learned, I would just say, number one, get out in nature for a little bit each day, because there's something extremely healing and calming about that. And people, New Age people call that grounding, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine word to use for that. And then journaling is a wonderful way. And it's not, when you're journaling, it's not about venting necessarily, although there's nothing wrong with that. There's no right or wrong way to journal. For me, I use journaling as if I'm learning about something. So I'm a note taker, and that's always been really the only way that I can absorb information is to take notes. So that's kind of my journaling, but then I'll also do manifestation writing. Sometimes I'll do spirit writing, just whatever comes to me at that moment. But it's like a release. So the way they explained it to us is like when you go to the restroom or whatever the case may be, you feel like you've released something, but whenever you're writing, you're releasing the stuff that's clogged up your mind. So that's giving you this sense of, oh, there's new room, there's new energy because I've purged all of that out. So that's kind of the best way I know how to describe that. But then also finding the calmness and finding whatever it is that gives you bliss and following that. And it doesn't matter what like I said, reading, playing with a child, watching your favorite movie, spending time with your husband or wife or partner or whatever.
Your best friend.
Yeah. Just whatever it is, you do need to make time for that, because like for me personally, we met in high school. There'd be years where we didn't really see each other, and we're ancient. So when we first started hanging out again, there was no like huge social media thing going on when we reconnected after high school. But and then life gets busy and everybody has stuff going on, and you have kids or grandkids, and you have work, and you have this and you have that. And then if you have somebody like what I have with her, and I go a long period of time without seeing her or making that time to spend that time with her, like I start feeling super like tense inside and feeling like what's wrong, because I'm not making the time for things that calm me down, and spending time with her is something that calms me down. And that's just one example. So the journaling, the grounding, the doing something that gives you pleasure, and then
self-love.
Yeah. And meditation. We learned about meditation as well. And that's just quieting your mind. That's all that is, just quieting your mind. And talking to your spirit guides or God or angels or your ancestors. Those are all like really good beginner tips.
Yeah, and it's really cool because when you start acknowledging and giving yourself self-love and talking to the gods, like one of the gods said, eat the cookie and buy the shoes. You give all this love to everybody else. Why aren't you giving it to yourself? So it's okay to give yourself self-love, and it's okay to meditate, and it's okay to journal, and it's okay to go outside and just see the good in everything. And it's okay to do that. Give yourself, start, even if it's like 5 minutes a day, 3 times a day, just do that. Just make a point to do it. And I promise you'll love the guides, and you'll just receive all these miracles, and everything will start falling into place.
Yeah. And I mean, even though we're kind of newbies when it comes to like the technology or the videos or all of that, that's something that we are going to grow and learn and excel at. But we do want you to know, when it comes to the things that we're talking about, if you need someone to talk to, if you need a coach, if you're interested in the hypnotherapy side of it, anything that you need like that, you can reach out to us. There's the one thing with today's day, the technology today, is that you can access anyone if you're both willing. And so we are willing. If you need help in any area, if you need a coach, if you have questions about spirituality, we might not be the best at this technology stuff yet, but we are really, really grounded in that we have done the work and we have grasped the concepts, and we've went from like this very like basic level over the past year, and we've gone so far up. And it's not about like even a hierarchy. It's not even about that, because everyone's equal and everyone should be trying to teach another and everyone should be trying to help another. So feel free to reach out anytime you want. If you want personal coaching, if you want the hypnosis sessions, any questions you have, you can reach out to us. And that's what we like. That's what we live for. We want to help others. We want to expand this knowledge.
Yes, and we offer sessions where if you want to send us some questions and everything, we can channel through your guides and send you the recording of it. And that's really wonderful. We've done a lot of sessions like that, and that's very helpful too. So if you feel led, to hit us up or just feel led by our videos, just thank you. And if you are led, there's a purpose. And welcome to our journey with us.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.